Are you devastated to get your period again? Then today's video is for you. Hi everyone, I am Maral Salerno, functional diagnostic nutrition practitioner of ReclaimOptimalHealth.com, where I help couples just like you resolve their infertility and get back to creating those families you so deeply desire. And before we start, please click on that subscribe link button down below so you get a notification every week when I post these videos every Friday. And please like and share this video with others that you think would benefit. And I invite you to join me on Instagram. You can follow me there at Maral Salerno. And I'm there to not only provide you with valuable functional fertility content, but also to be available to you, answer your questions, chat with you, and hear your story. So I'm really there to serve you, so take advantage of me there. So this topic is really, really intense and obviously kind of depressing, honestly, right? You feel like, oh my God, I bled again. I am not pregnant again. And I'm sorry that this is happening. I'm really sorry that our medical system has failed you. I'm sorry that our knowledge of medicine has failed you in this world. It really shouldn't be like this. And I'm sorry that you're feeling the way that you're feeling. And I'm also really sorry that you probably feel like nature has deserted you, that maybe God has failed you, because it really doesn't have to be this way. And I want you to know that you don't have to continue feeling this way and that there are other options out there. And those options do not have to include IUI and IVF. Sometimes they do, but a lot of times they don't. So that should be hopefully some uplifting news for you. Now, I know it's easier said than done to just move through what you're feeling. I mean, you need the time to mourn, to grieve, to ride the wave of your emotions and what you're feeling and you're going through. There's really no way around that. You have to have your human experience with what you're going through when you have your period again. So, or even if it's a miscarriage or a chemical pregnancy or whatever it may be that is preventing you from being able to conceive and hold your pregnancy and bring your baby into the world. So I know that's easier said than done, but take deep breaths, take each moment and each day, day by day, and look for the support and the love that you need and the nurturance. And please utilize meditation techniques, utilize breathing techniques and introspection techniques to help you manage this ride, because it can actually help to move you through it with just a teensy bit more ease. There's nothing easy about this process, but if you can make it a little bit lighter for yourself, why not? Now, when the time is right for you, so it might not be right now, which I totally get, but maybe you're in a position now where the time is right for you. And what I mean by that is the time is right to try something new. And whenever you try something new, it usually for most people feels scary because they don't know whether or not they can trust that experience or that source because it's new, it's uncharted territory. You probably don't know others that are doing it. And so it's difficult for you to really want to go for it. And what I'm going to suggest to you is to take a different approach to your infertility struggle and boost your fertility. Now, my suggestion to you when the time is right is first to identify your unique stressors. So I see this a lot nowadays on the internet because I'm not the only one talking about a functional fertility approach and not the only one talking about how stress really creates infertility and promotes infertility. But people aren't quite understanding what this language means. So stress is got 3 categories to it in the way that I'm talking about it. And one is that you have the mental, emotional, spiritual stress, of course, but also the biomechanical stress, like chronic pain in your body, and then biochemical stress, which would be like your food sensitivities, your gut infections, your heavy metals, your toxic and chemical burden in your body, your hormone imbalances, your thyroid imbalances. The list goes on and on, okay? So all of these stressors, you really need to identify which ones are yours so that you can remove them and get rid of as many of them as you can, or lessen them, okay? And when you lessen this load, you're going to be reducing your inflammatory load. And when you can reduce inflammation in the body, and as much of it as possible, you're going to upregulate or improve your fertility as a result. Now, the second thing that I recommend you do is really get a hold of what is draining your energy and what makes your energy buzz and what makes you feel good, and you get gains on your energy. And really making a list of these 2 is really important, because you want to remove or minimize the effects of your energy drains, and you want to engage in more of those energy gains so you get more energy into your life that makes you feel really good and full of life and love and beauty and all that is wonderful in this world. Because that is really going to help you manage this journey. And we know that depression and angst and anxiety and these kinds of emotions really fuel the flames of inflammation. So the more energy gains you have, the less inflammation you're going to have. And then thirdly is really getting your unique fertility diet in order. So a great place to start is to really remove the 5 most inflammatory foods, which are gluten, dairy, soy, sugar, and corn. And there's also some more as well, but that's a good starting place. And then to also eliminate any toxic beverages and try to move yourself as much towards good purified water as possible, okay? And get away from any of those processed foods that come in boxes and that are pre-made for you. Now, once you get those 3 under wraps, you're gonna be rolling and moving into a better shape. And when you identify your unique stressors, if you're going to be working with someone like me that will help you in that, you'll be utilizing something called functional lab testing. And functional lab testing is not something a conventional doctor uses. They're not educated in that way. They don't use those kinds of tests, and they also don't know how to analyze them in the way that someone like I would do. I also use functional lab ranges to compare you to, and more likely than not, you're going to fall out of range, which is going to give us a lot of clues as to why you're experiencing infertility. So again, I'm very, very sorry that you are having another menstrual cycle, another period, and it sucks because you want your baby. And I want to offer you these other tools that you can add to your toolbox to really help you resolve your infertility and turn it around. So if you're really ready to do that and you want my help, then click on that qualifying call link down below and we can talk about how you can have your baby. I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.